Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today, I just wanted to talk about the on-set photos that were released for the new CW Powerpuff Girls show. But before I get into my thoughts on the Powerpuff Girls live action show, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So the photos have come out. I saw them, I want to say it was Thursday when they were released, and I've been wanting to do a video to talk about the Powerpuff Girls since the show was pretty much announced, but we've just been so busy here on the channel and whatnot with video reviews and interviews and whatnot that I haven't had time to talk about it. And these photos, they came out, and honestly, like, I wasn't impressed. You know, I'm a huge Powerpuff Girls fan. I grew up watching the series. It was right up there with Sailor Moon to me. You know, just growing up, I always thought it was cool watching, you know, girl shows. It was just something about them that I really loved. I loved the energy. I loved the action that I saw up there. And Powerpuff Girls, it was just one of those shows. So when it was announced that they were doing a live action series for the show, it's like I kind of was on the fence about it because I'm just like, who asked for this? Like, who are they making this show for? Because most of the people who watch Powerpuff Girls when they were kids, they're in their 30s now. And I mean, I know that they did the reboot show that came out a few years ago, but I wouldn't expect this show to be for a younger audience, if that makes any sense. So they released the set photos, like somebody got some pictures of how the girls look, and it's like they're adults and they're still wearing the same costumes that they were wearing as kids. Now, the costumes that they're wearing, I don't know, like, it's just something about the costumes where it's just like, I'm just not feeling it. Like, they look like, it honestly feels like they're cosplayers cosplaying as the Powerpuff Girls, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, you know, when Titans came out, and the costumes and the way that the cast looked for the show, it's like, of course, you know, everybody, they weren't fans of it. They laughed, they joked how the costumes looked and everything. And when I watched Titans, it's just, I was blown away by how good the show was. And I'll admit it that, you know, I was one of those people, it's like, I made fun of the costumes, but after I watched the show, I apologize for the things that I said about like how the costumes look. I never disrespected any of the actors. I'm just putting that out there, but I was not a fan of the costumes. But, you know, it could be like that with Powerpuff Girls. I don't know, but I am going to watch the first episode. I am going to watch it. I'm going to check it out. I will review it. I don't know if Dee and Trav are going to want to do the review with me or not, but I am going to review it because I do love the Powerpuff Girls. And I just want to see where this is going to go. I mean, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but these outfits, they look really bad. I would have had appreciated it if, because we already knew that they were going to be older, if they would have updated the outfits like we've seen in other comic book and live adaptions of comic books and cartoons where they update the outfits. And then it's like they respect the OG outfits by putting like Easter eggs on the new outfits or something. Like we saw that in WandaVision where the whole time it's like Wanda, well, even in the Avengers movies, Wanda, she had on the color scheme of what Scarlet Witch had on in the comics. And then we got the Easter egg where she was wearing the Scarlet Witch costume for Halloween. And then by the end of the series, she became Scarlet Witch. And now she had an updated version of the Scarlet Witch costume. So maybe that's what might happen on this show, where it's like we're seeing them in their old outfits. And when, I guess in the same first episode or by the second episode, it's like they have updated outfits. Now, my thing is, it's like, I also feel if they would have just made a live action Powerpuff Girls and it was the audience were children and like they had, you know, children playing the roles of the Powerpuff Girls, I think that would have been fine, because it's just like when you think of like live action shows, like let's take Scooby-Doo, for example, when they did the live action movie, we already knew it's just like they were already young adults in this movie and we saw that. And it's like for most of it, it's like they still had on similar outfits to what we saw in the TV show and the cartoon, I mean. But with Powerpuff Girls, I don't know. Like, we don't know. I want to know, like, how is Mojo Jojo gonna look? Like, I want to know. I want to see what's gonna happen. Let me know in the comments. Like, what did you think about the outfits? What do you think about the show in general? I mean, I know that, you know, you have some people who are bashing the show already. Then you have some people who can't wait to see the show. But I mean, as we know, if you're not a fan of how something looks, we saw what we were able to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. Remember how the original Sonic the Hedgehog looked compared to the updated version that we got. And it was something that we all loved. And I can't wait to see part 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog when it comes out. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about the costumes, like what you think about the series. Are you looking forward to it, or are you not looking forward to it? And yeah, let's talk. Thank you for watching this video. I'm your hero, Benjamin Banks. You can find me at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook by typing in Benjamin. You can find me on Facebook by typing in Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Make sure you check out some of our reviews that we have here on the channel. We have anime reviews, we have TV show reviews, superhero reviews, manga reviews, comic reviews, and also make sure you check out some of our interviews that we have with voice actors and actors and stuff like that. We have everything here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So with that being said, stay positive, keep that pinky up. I'll see you next time up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.